Okay, I got that at least cleared out enough for me to do what I need to do next. Find out if this thing even will do what I want it to do. Tape off. You can see now whether that's big enough to do what I need it to do, I don't know. I may have to even enlarge this more. Or I may have to recut it and make it smaller. I don't know. Or I may have just done it backwards. We will find out in a moment or so. Is this big enough actually? Oh, it's not, darn it. Darn. Could use one of these pieces. Sacrifice one of them. One second yet. I don't know if this will work, but we're going to try it. And I should have, and I didn't. Oh, thank you. Great. Thank you, Orby. Never tried doing this, but we're going to try it today anyhow. Get some more tape on this. going to attach that. Right up there. Now, pop that off. We'll be able to go through. Think it will. All right. Switch it to the overhead. And shut off soundbar. Or the snowball. Where's my mouse? There it is. All right, I didn't quite break through on that one, but close enough for what I think I need to do. I'm just going to punch it out. I hope. All right. Do the sander with it a moment. All right. As you can see, it's smaller than that piece. Now, that's actually fitting into that hole. So, theory works. Now, the question is that big enough to go over my hole and still, let's do it this way. Well, let's do it on something different. Do something we can see it on, maybe. I want to base this side off of that and see. It's going to look closer to this. Yeah, not quite close. That would work. A little close here, but that's not bad. So then I have a screw here, here, and here. I can hold it on with 3. The nice thing is I can always take my pattern here, and if I want to increase this, I can just change this angle a little bit and bring it out. But it worked. It will do it. I can use the template to cut this out, and use the same template to make a piece that literally fits. Hey Abner, welcome in. Sorry I couldn't stick with your whole stream today, but I enjoyed what I was there until I went AFK. I did lurk for a little bit. In fact, I had you on just a few minutes before coming in. Actually, Orby, you could do a /AC. Give a /AC out and see if that works for me. I enjoyed it. It's just, I spend about an hour and a half getting everything around for down here, and then spend the next hour and a half afterwards putting it back away. So I'm back and forth, up and down. I get to travel up and down my 13 steps about a dozen times. But I enjoy being there. As I was just, I made up, I don't know if I can get this out now. That's how tight it is. I made one of the things I'm working on. Let me rearrange some things here again. This is going to be, let me move this up and see. This is going to be the next one of the next Telecaster caps. This is going to be one of the next piece Telecaster tops. Probably have a single humbucker. I'm going to make another Esquire with a single humbucker. But in the body that I do, I'm actually going to go ahead and cut out in the body for neck pickup. And I want a rear route. So I'm on the face of this, I'm only going to have my switch and my two knobs. So to do that, I have to cut out the back. Actually, I can take this and cut the whole thing right on through to the wood. This is actually some sort of misfigured spalted maple, and this is actually a piece of walnut in the center. But that's going to be the cap for it. And then on the back, I'll route out a channel to put the controls into and route over to the pickup. But in doing so, I need to make a cap that goes over the top so I can insert a cap to it. So I just made a template that'll let me put it on here. I can cut out a section, which is what I did here. I don't know, maybe if I... can sort of see it there maybe a little better. I cut out a section. Then I used the same template with a different little fixture. There's a template fixture for routers. My router's unplugged. That has a smaller, and I had not centered this one, but it still worked out pretty good. There's an eighth inch bit in it. This, and then another cap that goes over the outside. So you take your template and run it around the big one, which turns around and cuts this channel. Then you clear out the inside of the channel, you pull it off, go around it again, and this time it creates in this case, and then I turn around and put this in, and it fits. So a slight variation, and I can make that a real nice plug, so you can take it in and out and get to the electronics. The center plug could be literally about anything. I thought about putting in a piece of maple, another piece of maple. I do have some around here that I could have used. Walnut is a good tone wood. Maple, anything could have worked. I went with this one because I had it and it was brown in color. I'm actually going to stain this one. Excuse me, I'm thinking of staining this orange. So that's one of the things I need to work on and see if I can do it. But I mean, it depends on the wood you have available to you. Walnut would be good. Another piece of maple would be good. You could put a piece of rosewood, wenge. It's more, as far as I'm concerned, this is more of just an accent than being anything for tone. In that case, if I can remember what I did with it. And I don't. But I could have gone probably with a piece of mahogany and gone more red in shape. Not this piece, but that would have been what mahogany looked like. That's what the walnut that I had looked like. Maple that I have would have looked closer to this. And in this case, I happen to have a nice piece of walnut hanging around the house. I've got several of these around. About the right thickness. This was actually a piece of this that came off of it. So really there, I was more looking for aesthetics than any sort of tone quality. Since this is basically just going to be a cap, if I turn it up this way, you can see it's just going to be a piece of 3/8 cap on there. It will supply some brightness, just being the fact that it's maple. And I think, if I remember right, walnut is another one that's actually fairly bright in color, bright in tone. There's a number of acoustics that are made out of walnut. So that was my choice of wood, was because I had it available and it fit what I was doing. Hopefully she'll look a lot like that. I don't even have any knobs down here. So I might be talking to you, Greg, about a pickup. I'm not sure what I'm going to go with there at the moment. But this body style is designed for the modern bridge, which is more of this type of bridge, versus even this is not, I don't consider that a modern bridge. Hey Missy, welcome aboard. Yeah, it's actually turning out quite well. So I said I just created a template. Thank you, Greg. Yep. So this is probably going to be the next telly. And as I said, I'm probably going to try to stain it a amber or an orange in color. And we'll just see what goes on from there. I've already glued up the other body, the walnut lid, top cap. So this... What am I doing? I don't know. See if I got. That'll work. That'll work. See what that looks like on this again. Actually, that's pretty decent. This could come out a little bit. All right, that's a big load off my mind. That's gonna work for me. Always good to know. Let me put a few tools away here real quick. And take a little bit of hydration. Always love my Orbiter mug. And the coffee cup is good too. The coffee cup is good too. Okay, let me put some of this stuff sort of away. Yes, coffee. Too early in the day yet for me. Okay, let's see here. I put this over here. Try to get myself sort of organized and cleaned up just a touch. Let's get some of it. Save the rest for Thursday's cleanup. Now, for anybody, I don't know if anybody knows, and this is the guitar I just finished. In fact, it's not totally finished yet. I actually still have to take the nut and clean it down a little bit. It's a little high. The nut's still high on the strings. It needs to be cut down and actually glued in place. But this is, don't even have knobs for it yet. This is the Telly. This one has a pine Douglas fir neck. And it is a pine caster. Two pieces pine cap and a 2-piece back. All made out of a 1970s waterbed. That's the third generation. The first generation I made is this is the first pine caster. It has a cherry cap, a single piece cherry cap. and a pine back. Yep. Well, during the 70s we would have had different uses for it. But this has a maple neck back on it. 2 Seymour Duncans, a 5-way switch. This one has a Paul Farrell neck board, and it starts at has a compound radius of a 10 to 14 on it. And this is set up for the old style bridge. That was the first one. Second one, we redesigned the Telecaster, and this was the second, all pine back, pine cap. This one has a torrefied maple, torrefied neck on it. And actually the last two, these are the headstock design my son came up with our logo. And he actually redesigned the Tele for me a little bit. It's a little bit smaller, a little bit more of a cut on the horn. And here again, Paul Farrell. And we've got some, I don't know if you can see the dots on there or not. This is the second pine caster. As we go along, this will be pine caster number 4. And I have a walnut, probably can't really see it here, but this is a walnut cap, which is a single piece of walnut, which will go on pine caster number 5. So that's the project. Not sure about the neck yet. I'm still so that is the process. For anyone new, I also make acoustic guitars. This one I finished on stream in early January. Rosewood back and sides, spruce top, ebony fretboard, mahogany neck. It's ebony fretboard and bridge. So, and there again, that also has the headstock. The 3x3 headstock that my son came up with. So, now where do we go from there? I've got stuff gluing up. I'm waiting for truss rods to come in. Thank you, Abner. Let me put a few more things away here. Because I'm thinking one of the things I wanted to do, if I can find it again. I'm not finding it. It's had it not that long ago. Do you ever have one of those days you just can't remember? You just went 2 pieces. I did not think I hid them that well. Okay, let me go into the rabbit hole a minute. Mahogany pieces. The best laid plans of mice and men, at least of mice. They're not the pieces I'm looking for, nor are they the droids. Yes, let's work on a little bit. Oh. The part I'm looking for, if I move this over far enough, is the part sitting right here. Okay, Miss Death, you have a good one.